Michael Makuei. We all know the way he talks. It's sort of cantankerous, so sometimes disgruntled.
So if you are saying, if you are anybody who is complaining, refrain from using the telephone. Yes, because it is not compulsory. If you feel that you are being overcharged, you better refrain from using it. And also, this will also give us the opportunity to learn how to use telephones. Because there are people who use telephones for conversing for over 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And at the end of the day, you begin to complain, well, we are overcharged. We are not overcharged. It is you who is overspending.
In the past, I used to write a lot about him because he's the spokesperson of the government of South Sudan. He's in the public eye all the time. The problem with Michael Makuei, he talks as the Minister of Information in the way he would talk to his friends and his relatives at home. That's not how politicians should be. Politicians are sort of constructs. The way they talk in public is not the way they are in person. So he says exactly what he thinks. That's not how politicians do. If you see people like Obama, people like Clinton, Michelle Obama, they are polished in the way they talk. That's not their natural demeanor. They are coached to talk that way. When they give speeches, they practice these speeches over and over again, and that's why you see them talk with so much eloquence, so much pose, so much grace. So I know we have a long way. But people like Michael Makuei can learn from that. He can say the same thing he's saying, but in a different way. Use a diplomatic language. Use a language that gives people comfort. A colleague of mine talked a while ago, said that there was a time when people who know him went to his home and talked to him about the way he talks, the demeanor, the impression he gives people, and the way he talks with so much arrogance, with so much dismissiveness. And they said he told them he's going to change, but he didn't. The statement he said recently, that's got people talking. It's not the way you talk to citizens. It's not the way you talk to people you lead. It's the way you talk to soldiers. Give command. It's the way you talk to people you don't care about. So he talks as if he's a colonialist. Colonial administrators were leading, they were governing people that were not their people. They didn't care about them. But Michael Makuei is a son of the land. You should care about what he says and how he says. It's not just like if you don't want to pay these charges, then don't buy a phone. Oh, come on, man. Even if you think it's something that is objectively true, as a politician, as a voice of the people, you have to be diplomatic in how you talk. So, but we have to be careful. It's not just Michael Makuei. Almost all of them in the SPLM, SPLA talk that way. There are a few of them who are soft-spoken, who are very kinder. People like Deng Nial. You can see him. He's polished in how he speaks. He's very controlled, very educated in how he talks. But majority of them are just as arrogant as Michael Makuei. It's not just Michael Makuei. I think it's the generational thing. They don't respect people who did not take part in the SPLA Liberation War. They don't respect people like myself, people they consider are myth. Children, too young. So ideas we pass across are seen as coming from people who are still very young, that don't take us seriously. But they are, instead of coming to us and so that we can exchange ideas, they don't do that. They just dismiss us. But one of the things I think about, what exactly do they want us to learn from them? Maybe we liberated this country, we were the heroes and heroines, maybe that's what they want us to learn. But in terms of culture, in terms of social issues, in terms of demeanor, what exactly can someone tell his or her daughter that this is what I want you to learn from Michael Makuei? This is what I want you to learn from Pagana Mom, from Salva Kiir Mayardit, from Mahmoud Mete. What is it? It is difficult. And I think that is where people like Michael Makuei should change the way they speak.